Welcome to the next episode of the 365 Fitness Podcast. Today we have Sarah on the pod. She's going to be telling us a little bit about herself and her own coaching journey, and then she is going to be our queen of nutrition. So we're going to get a few top tips from her. So Sarah, welcome to the pod.
Thank you.
Tell the listeners about yourself.
So I'm Sarah. I'm married. I've got 2 children, aged 10 and 13. And as well as being a coach, I also work part-time as an orthodontic therapist. So coaching most days, teeth some other days. When I talk about my other job, people are like, yeah, that's why. Yep. Yeah. Am I allowed to say that?
Absolutely. Of course you are.
I like both of my jobs equally.
You have a bit of a unique scenario, and that you, similar to Anna, have gone from the member side of 365 and then have joined what we call the dark side, the coaching team. It'd be good to know, I guess, the history of a bit of a training history of what you've done in the past and how you've got to where you are now.
Well, it all started with James, as did 365. I think we must have known each other probably about 6 years now. So James was my PT before 365 even existed. So yeah, it sort of went from there. So he was PTing me for a little bit. Then we went into lockdown. Things changed. James started doing some online workouts with a group of people that, he'd been PTing. Kept us all going in a time where everything was a bit uncertain, but we had that little bit of something to look forward to, and still, you were still looking out for everybody and their fitness. So yeah, started there, stayed with you doing the Zooms. Then when we could, went to boot camps out in the field in the pouring rain. And then from there, 365 started. So I just followed James, not stalking, following.
I think it'd be cool to know, like, what was your reason for starting a fitness journey? Like, why did you reach out in the first place? What got you through the door?
So I have tried gyms before in the past, hadn't really worked because I just go in, use the cardio equipment. Got bored. I think a lot of people can relate to that. I had a friend who started strength training, and I was like, oh yeah, quite like the look of that. And it was where you were at the time. So I thought, right, yeah, I'll try that. So that's what got me into it. And then I really enjoyed it. Like, I really enjoyed using the weights. Like, I wouldn't go into a gym and use free weights, but having someone there to say, right, do this, tell you what to do. I really enjoyed it. There were a lot of people similar age to me. I started getting stronger, more energy, but yeah, just kept coming back because I really enjoyed it. And now I can't imagine not doing any kind of strength training. Rather do that over cardio. That's what a lot of us.
Is it definitely you said you wouldn't do free weights and then
Yeah.
Why not?
So I think the age that I am growing up, like, you didn't go to the gym, or women didn't really go to the gym. They went and did some cardio before holiday to maybe get a bit fitter. The weights area was like, that's where the men go. But that I know that has completely flipped now, which is amazing. I work at my other place with some younger, like early 20s females, and they are all about the gym. And I think that's so much more positive. Growing up, that wasn't a thing. So yeah, I wouldn't have had a clue what to do, and 2, I'd have been like, oh, there's all those like bulky men in there, I'm not going in. Whereas now I would have the confidence. Doesn't bother me who is in there. I'll go in and lift. But then I think you've got a real mix of male and female in gyms now, whereas as I said, it didn't used to be like that. Growing up, it wasn't you didn't go to the gym. My parents didn't go to the gym, grandparents. Now that's flipped, and you do have a lot more parents and older people going into the gym just to keep them fit and healthy.
Let's talk a little bit about then how you joined the dark side, and I guess that process. Let's go almost back through that initial conversation, because it was quite a funny one, really, and it took me completely by surprise.
It was
morning.
Yep. So one Monday morning, James is half asleep like it normally is. So I had been thinking about doing coaching, but obviously with my other job and the kids being younger, it just wasn't really the right time. And also, I was quite comfortable with the other job. I was doing a lot of hours. It worked around childcare. I thought, oh, yeah, that's fine. But then the cover that I was doing was coming to an end. So I was like, right, I'm going to be really part-time. The kids are getting older. What can I do to just fill in my time a little bit? I thought, well, what can I do that I really enjoy? Had thought about coaching before, but I've very much enjoyed coming in. I didn't know if I could stand on the dark side, as we call it, and help you all, guide you through your workouts. Sometimes life has a way of steering you in that direction, and you sort of had to sit down and think, actually, could I do that thing that I've been wanting to do? So yeah, a few kind words and a little nudge in the right direction led me to having a chat with you early one Monday morning. James wanted to do my PT once he picked his jaw up off the floor. Yeah, because he was like, well, if you want to do it. And then, yeah, that was it. You gave me the support. You sort of steered me. You were like, right, Anna's done it through the PFCA. They're brilliant. Do it through them. So sent me off and I had a look at that. And then, yeah, before I knew it was enrolled on the course, you were all really supportive, helped me with my training. Anna helped me with my practical. She was a brilliant client. And yeah, Dan and the kids have been really supportive. And the fact that I work here now, the kids are like, yeah, you're going to the gym. Can we come? They do come with me sometimes. But yeah, I think it's good for them. It's yeah.
I think it's important. I guess a lot of people are like, oh, you're part-time doing one thing, part-time
Yeah.
something else. Actually got the expertise to do it. But I think like you described, Sarah's actually trained with me for nearly 6 years.
Yeah.
So to have one-on-one experience with me over the course of 6 years, she's been there, done it, knows how 365 works, knows our ethos, our values, knows exactly what we do day in, day out. So it's not, sorry, Bean. It's not necessarily, we've got someone brand new walking in the door that's never set foot in a gym environment. So actually, we have got someone who's got years and years of experience in exactly the right place for what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And you've settled into it really, really well.
Yeah. It's very different being on this side. I think I've said to you before, doing the workout is fine, but then when you break it all down into teaching it, yeah, it's been an experience, but one that I don't regret. I think it's the best thing that I did. And I've got friends that say to me, they're like, oh, we use you as an example for our kids, because I've turned 40 this year, and they say it's never too late to do something else or chat. I know I haven't completely changed career, but it's never too late to, add another string to your bow if you like. If you're still fit and healthy and breathing, you can.
That we bring that up, because I think a lot of people, they are stuck in that sort of hamster wheel of life.
Yeah.
They might not necessarily be happy, but they don't know what to do about it or how to do something different. What, I guess, like with anyone starting the gym, getting through the door is the hardest bit.
Yeah.
How did you come about to being in that position to do something different and step out your comfort zone? Is there anything that you did, or was there anything that you listened to? Like, was there anything that someone might be able to?
No, I think it just, like I say, work. I was doing a lot of maternity cover at work, so that was keeping me busy. And then I knew that it would be dropping down to my very part-time hours. But yeah, it was just that, I guess, that void, if you like, got to a point where I was like, the kids are at school, they're getting a bit older, they do still need me. I'm only working, it was only one day a week for my, like, when all the hours dropped down. My husband does shift work, so I was like, I can do the housework, I can catch up. It was that little bit of, I needed something else for me. Like, I was coming in and doing my workouts, but I felt like I needed to do something else just so that I wasn't like getting stuck in a rut at home. And I know it's quite nice to not work and be at home, but I was like, actually, I'm only 40. Do you know what I mean? I've still got a lot left in me. So I wanted to do something, and I wanted to do something where I could sort of give back and help people. And yeah, like I say, I love coming in here. So I was like, right, well, might as well, get paid for coming in.
That's the downside to bringing you members on the dark side. It absolutely nails your
But at least I know you, and I know a lot of the members, which they may not like, because I know how they move. And good example, I won't mention any names, but there was a few people doing some press-ups from their knees this morning. And I was like, come on, you can get on your toes. Did get a few stern looks, but it's fine. I'm used to that.
So alongside the coaching, you've had your Instagram, and which
Yes.
we'll tag into the comments of the podcast. Tell us a little bit about your Instagram. It's very sort of nutrition heavy, but why did you start it? What is it, so that people can go and find out about it?
Yeah, perfect. So my Instagram started as a food diary. So I have spoken about it before. I've done like a member testimonial, but when my youngest was 7 months old, I joined a slimming club. I was the heaviest I'd ever been. I needed a bit of help, didn't go to the gym. So it basically stemmed from there. Started, like I said, as a food diary. I really enjoyed cooking, finding new recipe ideas, sharing it. Now he's 10 now, so I've had that for nearly 10 years. Obviously, I'm not still with that slimming club, and my diet, nutrition, fitness has completely transformed over those 10 years. So I've still kept it. It's still my food diary, post workouts on it. Obviously, when I'm in here, I share things on it, share some more strength-based stuff, some positivity things. So yeah, it's just developed. So that's how it started. And although it is still a food diary, it's developed. Yeah, but I just enjoy sharing, really. I think a couple of people come in and say, oh, I made that thing that you made the other day, and I think, oh well, that's if that's inspired somebody. But it's more like accountability, I guess, for me. If I'm posting what I'm eating, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sharing that, so that keeps me accountable.
It is actually a very, very good Instagram page. So we will put it there. What is it called again?
Sarah's Food and Fitness Squares.
Absolute mouthful to go and search.
It is a mouthful, yeah.
That's it. If it gives you any inspiration and ideas and things that you might be able to go and do, then absolutely take it from there. I think it'd be good to do a little mention of the other side of that Instagram that appears sometimes.
Well, the cold one.
The cold side. The
ice bath queen. I do love an ice bath. Yes. So,
what got you into ice baths then?
Yeah. Followed a few people on social media. I was like, oh, I like the look of that. And it came with a few sort of health benefits. It was like, it's good for your circulation. It's good for your, well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Watched a bit of, Wim Hof, the Iceman on TV, and he's like looking good for his age. Yeah, I told my husband, I was like, right, yeah, I want to get an ice bath. He said, no, you won't use it. So I ignored him, bought one anyway, and started using it every day. And yeah, I love it. Like, I know you've got my old one now, but I just can't explain that feeling. It is still a shock every time you get in and have to take a few deep breaths, but you feel like really energized afterwards. If I've been in here and had a hard session, it helps with aches and pains. But yeah, I just feel like it's a good energy boost, which for some people are like, absolutely no, I'm not getting in that cold water. But I love it. I'd recommend it. Cold dip every day. You don't have to go in the sea, it's cleaner than the sea.
If we go back into nutrition, then we're going to try and come up with the two easiest wins, do things that someone could go away and do today, do tomorrow, to set them up to benefit their health and fitness. What would be your first thing you suggest someone on a nutrition front?
So number one nutrition, probably planning and preparation. So if, we always say failed. Oh, I can't remember what I was saying. Is I fluffed that up, haven't I?
Failure to prepare.
Thank you, James. Yeah, I put on the spot. I forgot what it was. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I 100% agree with that. If you've got something, so like, for example, I know that I've got a busy day here today, so I've got my overnight oats ready. I've got a pasta and veg dish for lunch. If I hadn't sorted that out yesterday, I'd have just grabbed anything this morning, or I might not have had any lunch. So definitely planning, pairing, but also my second one is to start small. So if you've gone from not doing any exercise, not planning any meals, don't go, right, I'm going to do 5 workouts this week and I'm going to plan 5 meals, because it's too overwhelming. So start small, even if the evening before you prepare for the next day, just so you've got something and you know what you're having for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Then you can expand on that and do 2 days. But yeah, start small to not overwhelm yourself. Otherwise, if you go all in like whole hog, you get stuck in this cycle of you cut everything out, then you quit because it's too much. Then you think, all right, I've fallen off the wagon, I'm going to start again. And then again, you cut it all out, go too hard on the exercise. You might be all right for a week or so, but then you just fall off again. So start small, be consistent, and build it up gradually over time would be my top 2.
Quiz you a bit here. What would you say is the main difference between the Sarah 10 years ago that went to the slimming club and the Sarah now and her approach to health and fitness?
Wow, it's going down another rabbit hole, isn't it? So, massive difference. I mean, not only am I about 3 times less the size than I was 10 years ago, but no, my focus now is, and I will admit, because I went to this slimming club, it was very scale focused, which I know we're going to go into a bit another time, but that's what you did. You paid your money, you step on the scales. The idea was you lose weight, which is fine. It worked. But now with the strength training and nutrition, I don't focus on that scale weight at all. Like, I'm more about how much energy have I got? How much weight am I lifting? Am I lifting heavier? Is it moving well? Am I feeling more energized? Like, it did take a while to not focus on that scale weight, because you've been so, like, for years, like, I grew up and it was, you've got to be size 10, you got to be really skinny. That doesn't matter. You're not going to walk down the street and someone's going to be like, oh, she's size 10 and she's who cares? Like, are you happy? Do you have energy? And yet, are you content with life? Life is so short. Don't worry about that. Like, there are other more important things. So that's the one big thing, is that I just don't sweat the scale weight. It's not worth it. It doesn't define you. It's not going to change anything. Just, are you happy? Are you healthy? So yeah.
A pretty good way to wrap up the first podcast. Obviously, we're going to lean on Sarah a lot for her expertise in nutrition. So in the coming weeks, there'll be more and more on that.
Perfect.
If you have liked today, then please share it far and wide. And there is a little ratings button on the bottom. If you can click on that, preferably give it a 5. That would be awesome, because it means it'd be more visible to more people. Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day, everyone. See you soon.